Brock, now that we're into the November portion of our season, we've got a pretty good picture of who both of these teams, at least who we expect these teams to be from here on out.
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. They're through the opening rounds if this is a boxing match, right? In this season-long fight. Early issues been worked through, or at least you hope so. And this is where they have to be in that groove as we push through the heart of the season. Any team with hopes beyond Week 18, they got to be figured out. Got to figure out who they are and what they are right now. Their biggest strengths.
Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Back to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This one's caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! These guys finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Following a touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
Kate, he's had some time to work past their last game, and he needed every second of it. A 4-interception game isn't easy for anybody to move on from, even for the shortest of memories. He's got to get his head right this week. This team needs him to deliver.
They start the drive with Hall. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 26-yard line.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Brings up third down.
From the gun on third down. That's Mitchell on the slant. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down from the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Out of bounds down at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Option design here. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
a gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And the defender comes away with it.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it's intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and throw it here. Stays. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Punting unit out now. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a